Hey there! As many of you know, the COVID-19 pandemic has led countries all over the world to practice social distancing. In our country, Indonesia, the government has tried to minimize the spread by using protocols of social distancing such as PSBB and New Normal. However, this has been proven ineffective since the numbers have continuously gone up, as in number of new cases and number of people abandoning social distancing. As a result, we have come up with a plan that might help humanity win against the COVID-19. But first, it is necessary to be cautious by starting small and take further considerations once yielding great results. So, let's start with our city, Surabaya. Try dividing the city into four main areas: the east, west, central, and south. Then, let's make a schedule for which people are allowed to leave their neighborhood. For example, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., two neighborhoods from each of the four areas are allowed to leave. Then from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., another two of each are allowed. This will minimize the amount of physical interaction and make people use their free time outside wisely, instead of just hanging around with friends. Consequently, the rate of transmission will also be reduced. But here comes the question, how will this be operated? We will design an app that tells you your territory, time allowed outside, and your personal QR code. At the entrance of each and every neighborhood will be placed a code scanning machine, which blocks people from leaving if they haven't scanned their personal code. This machine will also be placed in every store, in every mall, and other public places. So people would have to scan for every time they leave and return, as well as for every access to public places and transaction. If you manage to come home after the predetermined time, the app and machine will automatically put a fine in your bank account for every hour you're late. A phone operator will also stand by to call you, asking of your current location if you haven't returned to your neighborhood according to schedule. This will inflict concern to loss of money and guilt, so that people are more willing to obey the rules. But what would happen to people who don't have cell phones? As a replacement of the app, we will print out personal ID cards along with the codes. The cost of the plan would include the cost of scanning machine production, the app development, cost of ID card printing, and wages. Approximately, the total cost of this plan for Surabaya is 25 billion rupiahs. Surely, this amount of money is worth it if the result could save many lives. Once successful in Surabaya, we don't see any reason why it can't be applied to the rest of the world.